Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. Today we're going to change things up a little bit, and but first, let's go to the trainer and get these things unlocked from the last episode. First is reach Fording Bridge. This will just increase our chapter, our story, and we'll gain an additional enhancement slot. I think we're gaining those faster than we can purchase them. While exploring Fording Bridge, a rather unpleasant individual accosted me in the street. He was dripping with what I can only describe as raw sewage. I initially waved him away, but he told me he was from Sweetwater Town Council. I laughed, but he was adamant. Apparently, they have a problem they need looking into. I told him we would investigate it to make him go away. I'll mark Sweetwater on your map. Now I'm intrigued by that. What's that? Ah, right. So this is chapter 4, I believe, is the beginning of the sewage. The sewer maps, the new maps. And they also brought in these deep terrors and black imps, and both of them are pretty nasty. That iron helm is pretty good. When attacked, consider any ×2 attack modifier card the enemy draws to be a 0 instead. So that is definitely something that is very useful for, let's see, the head slot for the brute, or anybody that you expect to be taking a lot of hits, as it increases the chance to pull the ×2 modifier for them, and thus finally making that helm useful. Now I've used it in the board game, and it's pretty good. There's been a few times where it was crucial to continuing the story or the campaign or the scenario. So anyway, let's continue with the unlocks. And I guess that was it. Just a couple more of these. Yeah. Alright. Alright. The next part, this is what's going to be changing, is we're going to bring in a 4th mercenary. I want to play around with the dynamics of the band, of the mercenary band, but my problem right now is that having these 3, which is, I love how the timing works. It's having 3 mercenaries, I think, is the perfect balance for this game. However, since I don't have to set up a 4th player physically, bringing a 3rd mercenary might help with being able to change these up, because at the moment I don't want to pull the brute out. I like what he does, or what he provides for the party. I don't want to pull the tinker out for the same reason, and the spellweaver I could see replacing with something like the cragheart, but I kind of feel like that would be pulling these 2 apart, and I'd rather continue that on their own story. I could bring the elementalist in instead of the spellweaver instead, but for that same reason. And I really like the elementalist paired with the spellweaver. So unfortunately, what we're going to do, not unfortunately, but instead what we're going to do is add a 4th character. And I've already kind of looked through the options, and one thing that I want to do is start leveling up the Soothsinger. So we're going to bring the Soothsinger in. I'd like to be using her as an additional support character until the Tinkerer basically can be replaced. And sorry, I don't know if you can hear the dogs in the background, but I'm just gonna have to continue. So I want to be able to replace the Tinkerer. I love the Tinkerer, don't get me wrong, but I want to kind of change this up from time to time. I don't want to get bored with these three, and I certainly don't want you, the viewers, to be bored with these three. So I'm going to start using a fourth character, and from time to time, maybe each scenario, I will exchange one. So with that, I'll bring in the Soothsinger first, and then maybe next time we'll replace the Spellweaver, the Tinkerer, or the Brute. And we'll kind of slowly increase the levels that way. This way, it also makes it more fun to have, you know, a change of scenery from time to time. So anyway, with that, the other thing is I'm going to go on this take on this scenario. And there is one more thing. I'm going to take on this scenario, the Maze of Mystery. You've been invited to take part in a strange tournament testing your martial prowess. I've been kind of looking at this, and I don't want to say afraid, but the fact that there's so many different enemies just makes me concerned at what the scenario actually looks like. To have an elite sun demon, spitting drake, normal and elite rending drake, a night demon, the living spirit, living corpse, bone rangers, both elite and normal. Those will be kind of a pain, but also bears and forest imps and hound elites. So this is going to be pretty. It looks difficult, but I guarantee there's not 5 of each of these, so it's not going to be impossible. And we'll see what it looks like. Right. But before we go, I spent all of the money, and I spent it on instead of at the merchant, I came to the enchantress and I bought a few enhancements. The first one is Leaping Cleave +1 to the move. I think that's going to be pretty helpful. Not only is it a jump, which helps with that move 3, but to get a move 4 with jump is going to be extremely helpful to get him into the right position in most cases. 3, for some reason, just isn't enough. So that +1 is going to allow me to jump over maybe an obstacle and an enemy to get into a better position, rather than just being able to jump over a couple different things. So that was it. The other one that I've had for quite some time is the +1 to attack and skewer. So he has 2 enhancements down, or used. For the Tinkerer, I didn't purchase this one. This one he's had for some time. It's attack 2, range 3, +1. So he can hit further. And this shows that there is one. This is kind of a... I don't like using the word bug for everything, but it certainly shouldn't be there because there's no enhancement here. But I see this from time to time. So I didn't buy one for the Tinkerer. Let's see if I... Yeah, so again, it's showing that same... It's the second one of the 4th card. I don't know if that's what everyone shows or if it's just me, but for the Spellweaver, I've increased the range attack for the summon. So she'll be able to move a couple. We've had in many cases where it couldn't catch up to us very quickly. So in this case, it just I think it was cheaper for the range than the movement, if I remember correctly. So I went with that one instead. This way she can still attack if she's not necessarily in, if she can't move close enough, so she can now attack at further range. But this also helps with her not moving too close, right? So if, with a range of 2, if she couldn't reach, she would sometimes get in front of me, and I'd rather keep her kind of hidden in the pocket between all of us, because of the ally's health is only 2. So this will allow her to reach greater distances without putting herself in danger. And I did give a couple enhancements to the Soothsinger as well. Again, only one. This is that 4th card bug thing. Oh no, it went away this time. Interesting. So I gave a +1 to move for tuning the outcome. So now she has another move 4, potentially to get her in range so that she can curse in that same round. Same round. I also gave her this. You can see it costs 66, but this will increase the area of effect for disarm. So if there's 3 that are standing in a line, then it will be more useful rather than just hitting the 2. And if there's 2 and they're not adjacent, then I can still continue to use this. This also adds to the range, because if this is the one within range 3, then I can go 4 or 5 away if it's absolutely necessary. So this one's going to be a pretty useful one for throw voice. Now, the reason I kind of just spent all the money is we can always go back and just sell these. The money comes back at full price, so it doesn't really matter what we're spending it on. I mean, of course, it helps to spend it on things that do matter, but purchasing it, we can sell it later. This is not available in the normal board game, but it makes it more helpful for learning new ways of playing the game, so that when the campaign does start for the digital version, and more people are using that, they've kind of learned through trial and error, which I totally agree with. More than telling people what to do, having them learn how to play the game is way more fun. Something else that you can't do, which is very helpful, is this reset mercenary. And for some reason it goes off the screen. I don't know why, but basically the abilities and the perks that are already here, so all of these perk points and the leveled cards all get reset, and you start not completely all over. You keep the amount of experience that you've gained through the campaign thus far. You just get to reset. So if you want to use Icy Blast and Fork Beam, for instance, then these cards would be put back into this side, and you reset them back to the original level 1. And then you can level them back up just by choosing level 2, level 3, level 4. And then doing the same with the perk points. So I really like that. I love the trial and error aspect of learning. Okay, well, that's enough. Where did it go? I think it's here. Yep. So we will gain a bit more money because we have 4 characters. And let's go. I don't think I've ever done this one before, and I assume that it's available in every in every campaign at some point. I just don't know if it's available at the same time. So I'm interested to seeing this one though, because I don't think I've seen this one. Curious letter has arrived at your headquarters. An invitation to take on the Maze of Mystery. Nothing else is included, just the location of the maze and an explanation of the rewards. Intrigued, you head towards the location and are greeted by an elaborate entrance to a crypt. What is inside you don't know, but you decide to enter. Yeah. Interesting. So just kill all enemies in all rooms, so it's not a survive kind of scenario, which is actually what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be kind of an arena where they would pump out like a couple of these at a time and maybe see how far you get. Yeah. So we have to kill everybody though. One last thing, options, difficulty is on hard. So at this point it does lock. That's good to know. Alright, let's go. This is going to be, I think that the scenarios are going to be a bit longer because there's 4 characters now. That means there's more enemies, and the enemies, there's potentially going to be more elite enemies as well. So what I'm going to try to do a little bit more is talk less, have faster explanations and maybe fewer explanations on why I'm doing things. And if the videos get too long, then what I might do is pause while I'm making my decisions and then just show afterward. So this is kind of a test to see how fast this is going to play with the 4 characters. And I've already spent 17 minutes explaining all that. Whoops. This is the work of magic. These creatures should be at each other's throats, but they all exist to test your skills. Well, let's kill them then. So it's just a couple enemies in this one. They are both pretty beasty though. Beefy. A lot of HP. And the Sun Demon Elite is going to be attacking at advantage all the time, so we need to control that as much as possible. It might be that that's the only one of each, and then we won't see them for the rest. But it looks, there's a room here, 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 and then here. Maybe these are connected, I'm not sure, but I assume not. We'll probably face a couple enemies here, and then several in there, but we'll see. Okay, well, I think the first thing we need to be doing is disarming. We need to disarm one of these at least, and we need to move up. Oh, there is a trap here. And that is flying as well. Okay. Okay. Well, we don't have to necessarily disarm with him. We can disarm with her instead. With... wait for it. Throw voice. So we can disarm both of them with throw voice. Since it's just the 2 of them, I think I'm going to pass. Because we can disarm with him. Let's have you start on this side. We could use that too. Let's do that. You're gonna start here, move up here, hit, and then hit with disarm, with provoking roar. And what we can do with him instead, she should not be up in the front. Let's fix this real fast. That's bugging me. It's okay to put her here, actually. There's one more space closer to the door, so that's okay. Let's use Toxic Bolt against the bear, and then we can immobilize him. So we don't really need to do much more here. enhancement field would be nice, actually. And then these two can go after, and we can start dealing some damage. So let's put him in a better position. She can be there because this isn't going to be moving. Whoops. Yeah, I need to look at who I am before I start clicking up there, I guess. Since he's going to be bringing in Earth, let's use that immediately. And we can bring in the Mystic Ally as well, right in that spot. That's good. This would be nice. Let's bring this in and we'll figure out how to use it. And this looks like a good card as well. We could use it for the top. We could, well, that would be both of them. Yeah, we don't want to use both of those, actually. So let's use this one. We can use the bottom or the top here. Both of them are good options, and we can use the bottom or the top here as well. But I'll probably go with top here and bottom there. So, all right. Next. Let's end that. That's 14. That's a problem. And then that's 88. But so what we can do is just change it up. We'll disarm the bear, and then we will immobilize the sun demon instead. That's still going to work. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's still going to be 2. I was thinking of going here, but of course there's that trap, so let's not do that. So let's move here. Skip the rest of that movement. We'll make this attack. Let's use poison on the bear because the poison's going to go onto the sun demon now. Not bad. And then we will disarm him. Oh, with a stun too. +2. Well, that's fantastic. We've already knocked it down to, I think, about half, actually. Is that right? Yeah, more than half. Nope, we're not going to do that. Cave Bear's turn is disarmed and stunned. We will attack here with the weighted net. Oh, no, we will not. Undo, undo. Let's make sure that we have some better attack here. Now we attack with the weighted net. Good. So we don't have to worry about that incoming attack. Right. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't a ranged character. I didn't think so, but... Now we will introduce our power ballad. This is going to increase the allies' attack by 1 for one of their attacks each turn. And that's also going to include the summon as well. Let's attack here because we want to wound this one. It has more health. We can deal with the bear. I have a good plan for that. So, do we want minor stamina potion? I think it's too early to make that choice, so we're not going to. Next, let's bring in the Mystic Ally. And we'll be consuming earth, and we're going to continue our attack. Oh, that's right, the power ballad. We can't forget about that. So now we've gone from an attack 2 to an attack 5 because of consuming earth, the power ballad, and the poison. So this is going to be pretty good combination. Oh, and that's right. Then the enhancement field was also up. So End the turn. Can't move. Alright, first round done. That's kind of the speed that I have wanted to go for some time, but yeah, oh well. Let's go with Spare Dagger and Warding Strength. Now I'm hoping that that's going to be enough initiative that I can stab and then push him into here, and that will kill him, almost certainly. I could have used Fatal Advance. I kind of forgot that that was there, that he was a normal. But we're making some good progress nonetheless. Now we could just jump into the next room. Oh, whoops. No, we want that. I forgot. Next. We can stun. That's a bit faster, so if it's absolutely needed, we can stun the bear instead. And that way we're not taking that earlier attack. I believe that the Sun Demon is going to be more kind of all over the place with initiative. We don't need to necessarily move. Flamethrower could be interesting, but if we're hoping to kill everything before, then it's not as necessary. Man, I don't really see a good option for moving, so let's come back to that. We're going to continue with our song for the Soothsinger. Something we could do actually is play this to make sure that all of us don't take an early hit. The problem with doing it this way, however, is that's putting her, the Soothsinger, earlier than everyone else. And the next time an ally within range 2, so that she's not actually included in that. Let's go with this to strengthen everyone, or the bottom action here. And I think we're just going to go late. Or we could use Marching Beat. That way we can have somebody move and then have somebody attack. And that would kind of, if she's the last one to go, then that would help out in deciding on if one of these are still alive, or maybe the brute we can just kind of scoot out there. So let's make sure that she goes earlier, and then we can, the Spellweaver goes earlier, and then we can better figure out what's going to happen with her. Because it could just be move and she can move as well. Let's go with Flashing Burst, so we can start bringing in something. I'm hoping that that's not going to help that, but we'll see. And then let's use Reviving Ether now. No, not now. That's too early. Although we could have her move here and then go invisible. And that way we do open up this other door, so that we know what's coming back there. The problem is that if there's some ranged characters, we won't be able to get to it right away. Yeah, I don't really know what else I could do though. Let's go with the Spirit of Doom. I don't think I'll be able to use either of these for their major powers for some time. Certainly not the bottom action here, so we can kind of put that in the discard and we'll take it back and figure out another way to use it later. Who else? Ah, the Tinkerer. So we want to stun. If you're going the earliest, though, 20 isn't necessarily very early. Hmm. Let's go with Flamethrower, and then we'll use this just in case. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I don't really want to use it at this time, but I don't really see another option. It could just be used as a move though. So anyway, let's go. Okay, they're going very late. We don't have to worry about them. The Sun Demon is going to be attacking at range. Target all enemies within range. So you're the candidate for the stun, but I think that was going to be obvious anyway. Yep, continue to add. That's fine. And because the bear is going to die, I'm just going to move up. It's just one space, but it's going to be helpful. And it'll kind of open up some space when she decides to move up, like in the next round anyway. So, ooh, I was not expecting that. That was a huge hit. So it was attack 4 because of the power ballad, and it was poisoned, and then what? It's attack 3, plus it was poisoned, so 4, plus the power ballad, that was 5, and then plus the 2, and it infused ice as well. That was pretty helpful for me. So, yeah. What my fear is here is target all enemies within range. I don't want to see that something is back there. I don't want to see that back there is what I'm trying to say. I don't think I actually used the power ballad thing, but okay. Well, let's move up. We'll pick up that money. And this has completely changed. There's no what I basically can do now is just move to here and use the spare dagger instead to make an attack. But my fear is, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want this to be useful for a sun demon that's back here. So I'm kind of afraid of opening it, but because we already know what its attack is. But my thought is that it's probably not going to be a sun demon back here. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm going to go for it. And I might use the boots to get in a better position. So let's do that. Oops, click over here. Let's do it. I'm gonna be risky here. Alright. So I was right in that there's no sun demon back here. At least there's that. But we do have, let's see what they're going to do. Bone Rangers are going to move and attack target 2. That's a problem. At range 4. So if it stands here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If it comes here, then it's going to die. So let's just move here. And then I'll see. Oh, the elite Bone Ranger is a target too. Does that mean it's innate? Man, just another reason why I don't like these guys. The Bone Ranger is just going to make that attack. So it's not actually going to attack here. It's just going to stay right where it is and attack. That's fine. But if I move backwards, then then neither of them will attack because they're going to have to move up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just move back and then make the attack on this. This means that this is going to attack her instead of me. So let's see what that's going to... Attack, attack, attack. So we don't have to worry about that at all. And then there's that. We will be taking that hit, but that's whatever. So let's take this back here, skip the movement, and then let's make this attack with the power ballad. Attack 4 now. Good hit. Nothing too exciting there, but we should be fine with this. She's definitely going to attack because she can walk through all that, or fly through all that. So let's move on. Soothsinger's turn. Ah, right. 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 My plan was to have somebody move and then attack, but 1, 2, 3, even there, nobody can attack. So what I will do instead is strengthen everyone. So everyone is strengthened going into this next room. That is huge. And for you, let's just continue this movement. I think I'm going to put her over here so that the Mystic Ally can get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I won't really be able to help actually. But let's still put her over here. It doesn't really matter if she's here or here. It's not going to change much. So it's kind of keep her out of the way and out of danger. We could take the card back, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strengthen affect all allies is a really good card to bring back, so let's do that. Call to action. So this way we can strengthen everyone again in the next round. Let's see what they do. Yep. 3 damage, that's painful, but she'll be able to handle that for now. Okay. Okay, so we definitely want to be taking both of these out, and both of these out, as fast as possible. And how we're going to do that is... Okay. Ah, right. Hook and chain is down here. I was thinking we could pull here, but we could do that with the Tinkerer. Well, Unstoppable Charge would be really nice if... because we have the Strengthened, so we could go with that, And we could use this to jump here. 1, 2, 3, 4. To kind of get us out of the way. That might be a good idea. So my problem is that it's going pretty late. I don't like the that idea as much because of the initiative. We want to be going earlier, but they've really blocked this up here. We can't get through without a jump. Yeah. Let's see what everyone else does. And look how perfect everyone is away from each other, that the Soothsinger can't use throw voice. We could disarm both of these or both of these, but not 3 of them because of she's in that perfect position. And I hate it. So I think what we need to do is go late. Actually, let's go late again, and what we're going to do is call to action again, and let's use this to start cursing them. We can move 4 and do a nice curse there, and strengthen us as well. So you know what she's going to do. In this case, I think we also want her to kind of go later, because the Mystic Ally isn't going to be in a good position to help out. But if that's the case, then basically everybody is not going to be in a good position to help out. So, because everyone's going to be going too late now. What I want to do is hook gun and pull this over that trap. That will kill it immediately. So that's a really nice. Yeah, that's a nice 1, 2, 3, but it needs to move 3 spaces. Ugh. Everyone's moving so slow. Well, if that's the case, let's just go slow, you know? I think that's just what it's going to have to be. We could go with cold fire and try and stun a couple. This would be another one that would be nice as a an additional hex. For the case like this. And you know what? Let's go with this. This is probably going to be the better option here. We'll try and stun, and then we can heal ourselves for 3. Let's go late so that they have to continue moving in. My one problem with this is that this is probably going to move away now. So I don't like it as much anymore. What was the... Yeah. It's too late, so let's not use that at all. And instead, let's go with... He could take a couple hits. Man, yeah, I don't like this at all. If I just make him move 1 now. We could move up and just bring in the battle bot. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go a little earlier, just move to here, and instead of that, let's go with Reviving Shock and attack a couple of them instead. I don't like it that much, but we might get lucky and kill this one, and probably not that, but alright, let's go with it. See what happens. So the Forest Imp, the Rending Drake, yeah, they were all going ahead of us, so that's probably a good idea. They're going to do the same thing again. Those Bone Rangers. Attack 5, attack 2. I mean, that I don't really want to be although I do have I could get lucky. I mean, we're going to take at least a couple hits. Here's what we're going to do. Let's move up. Since this is very important, we're going to add this. We already have advantage. We're going to add this to this attack. And we have advantage. So we should actually be able to kill both of them. As long as we pull a 0 and anything else, then it doesn't matter. Because we have advantage. So let's do it. This is important enough that it's necessary to use all these resources. Oh, that could have screwed us over, but I always forget about the rolling modifiers being added to a curse or a null. But good work. He took out both of them. He is going to be taking a couple hits though, but that was kind of I think that was just going to be that was going to happen anyway. Expected. That's the word. So he didn't move, which is good because we'll be able to do that move the next time. And that's really nice. And what's even better is this guy's in a perfect position for us to use our unstoppable charge with advantage. And we even pick up some money. Yeah, it's going to be nice. And power ballad. Yeah, there we go. +3. Wow. Wow. That was a good round. So yeah, this is unfortunate. Once again, she's just left behind. I wanted to heal, but I think instead what I'm going to do is move up to here. And we're going to use stun on this guy. Yeah, we'll continue to use that. Oh, good. But basically, now we don't have to worry about it. We can go as slow as we want next round, and we don't have to think about what he's going to do. Do we want to pull a couple cards? I'm going to say no, because he's stunned. We can just go late, jump over him, and punch him with whatever we have. We could curse it. The problem is, well, you know what? Let's do it. We need to get her moving. We're gonna curse. This is going to add a curse. That's a good thing for later in the rounds. And then once again, everybody is strengthened. It's not necessarily going to be a huge thing this round because we only have that one guy. This is going to be a problem where we either have to jump over it or walk all the way around it. We're going to use this to move. That is going to put us 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can just let's use eye for an eye to punch him. No, let's go later. I want you Use nimble knife to move. And then let's get this going. Maybe. Or we can use defensive ditty instead. I think let's use this. Let's get this song going. We're moving through really rapidly, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining about that at all. Because of, I believe her, what's it called? Power Ballad is helping out a lot. It's already killed 2 enemies, right? But let's get a different ballad. Let's get the defensive ditty up instead, and we can move with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we can even be the one that's doing the punching and everything, but I don't think that's going to be the one that does it. What I want to do is I want him to go after. Let's move up and kind of heal a couple people, and I want to use hook gun to get rid of this trap, so not everybody has to go around this way and then back around. This trap is going to save us quite a bit as long as everyone else goes later, which is going to be the case, except for her. We need her to move, so yeah. Okay, move. Unfortunately, the one that has the least amount of movement is the one that's has to go all the way around. But this I think is the defensive ditty. Yeah, the defensive ditty is going to help when we open this door, and we can just bring the other song back up again after the first round. And that's kind of how I think that's the best way for her to be played, is to switch those songs around. Just having one song being played the entire time, I mean, it can be helpful, but in certain situations it's probably good to also be... Oh no. Now I'm afraid that this advantage is going to hurt me. Okay, it's not. There. Now you're dead. Yeah, changing up her songs is a good thing. We want to be using them in certain situations. Each has a specific reason. So opening a door with shield, and then once we're inside, make the attack. That's basically what I consider her to be good at doing. So, okay, this is a problem now because she's stuck way back here, and it's going to take her forever to get up here. Probably not even the next round. And there's a lot of money sitting around, but I'm not really going to be able to do anything about that. What I think I'm going to have to do is just... I'll have to... well, that's not right. It shouldn't say 3 plus 1. It should say 3 or 2 plus 1. In this case, the movement would have been a good thing, but yeah, it is what it is at this point. So skip the attack. And we could bring a couple more cards in, and that might be... I think I'm going to pass and just have her heal up next round. Take a long rest, that is. So let's do that. Long rest. It will kind of give an opportunity for this to catch up. I think it's useless at this point. It did its job, but when we have to move quickly, it really needs to be good timing in order to make her more effective. Her being the mystic ally in this case. Yeah. I guess we're not opening this door this round anyway, so... I mean, I could use Skewer to move all the way in, but I don't want to be burning 2 cards or putting him in any danger at this point, so... Everyone's going to be taking a rest before we move into this room, and that's perfectly fine. We've made some good progress. We took out 4 enemies here and 2 in that first room before we took a long rest. I think that's pretty good. So it's not bad, actually. We do... that would have been a good one to loot too, right? But we just have to continue to move fast. But it's not bad, actually. We're all clumped up here. And for the most part, we're healed up. We do have the Tinkerer needs some healing, but that's going to be fine. We can deal with that. And which card should we drop? I mean, we could drop Spirit of Doom. I don't really want to. I want to be able to use this twice, basically. So I think what we're going to have to do is drop Frost Armor. I'm not going to be using the bottom action. It's probably getting to a point where that's the next one to be replaced. And we still have a major stamina potion for her. We can use that in this, either in this next room or... oh god, now we have another long rest. I mean, we kind of need it. Oh, she doesn't have any items. Oh, she did. She had one. Yeah, we want this long rest too. So this is going to be another boring turn. We could have her jump in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then go invisible. And that might be what I do, just so that we're not sitting here for too long and not doing anything. We could use Flashing Burst. I could use not Cold Fire. Fire Orbs might be a good one too. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And then 1, 2, oh, let's... Oh, yeah, I guess it's not 2. And then we can go in there and stun a couple guys. That might be a good option, actually. We could do that first. Let's do that. Let's have him go in first, stun a couple. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he can go 3. 1, 2, 3. So he could stun 2 that are right here. The problem could be that they're right there. And it could be 3 of them, and then he gets attacked pretty heavily. No, we're going to do it that way. I can't see that that's what's going to happen, so... I mean, it's obvious that it could happen. And this kind of gets the element... Jerk! Okay, so there is one back there. This will get this moving a little bit. We'll see if that's helpful at all. Let's see what they're doing. Attack 4, and this one is going to be moving up and then attacking 2 of us. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That's probably what it's going to do, and then attack him with disadvantage. My fear is that it's going to attack her instead. But because he's ahead, maybe that's fine. I don't actually know. We might, yeah. This sucks, but I don't want him to be taking that damage, so we're just going to stun that one. I'm not too excited about it, but I was ready to do it anyway, so let's just do it. And let's actually use that to get these 2 back so that he will be attacked at disadvantage. He's already being attacked. I kind of knew. Well, what the hell? Why that one? Ugh. I have to burn 2 discarded. Oh, this just made her close to death. Well, that one's gone. And that one's gone. Yep. Oh well, we're not going for the curses anymore. Yep. I think I'm going to have her go invisible anyway. Because then she can stand here and we don't have to worry about her getting attacked or anything like that. Man, that's not good. Okay, end her turn. I wanted him to rest so that we can do that, but so we can get his stuff back. Not do that. I guess spare dagger, huh? I don't like that too much, but I don't know what else. I mean, eye for an eye, but I kind of want to keep that heal, so spare dagger. And then the Soothsinger. Man, now I have to burn another card. So I don't want to get rid of this. This is just going to be helpful because it affects all allies. I don't have to be adjacent. I don't have to move for it. I can just do it. So I need to keep that. This is a good move, but it also has a bless. Affect all allies again. Oh, adjacent allies. No, so. But it does have a good move on the bottom. Throw voice, we need to keep that. Marching beat, we need to keep. So, I mean, I guess nimble knife. I am extremely frustrated that it attacked here instead of here. And I don't know why. Is there something that said to attack here because it was going to do the most damage? Is that why? It's going to attack the one with the least amount of health? I don't know. I don't know why it chose that. But in the order of initiative, it showed the brute being first, so it should be attacking the brute. I made choices based on that. Yeah. So, yeah. And then, of course, he's up front and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, long rest. Don't worry about it. I'd like to disarm. So let's do this. We will move 2. Well, we can disarm from here, but we might be able to do it from back here too. We'll see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might be able to do it from there anyway. But anyway, so we'll move, strengthen him. My problem is that I'd like to be going before that. Before the hound there. But leaping cleave to just, I need to get in there. And I might go with, is there a trap in here? That would be good. No. You know, let's do that instead. And because of that, I'm going to go later and do this. And still we don't need that. And then we'll use that. But we want to go late. Okay. This is gonna hurt, but I mean, I'm going to attack here because I don't want him to be attacking anybody, and I should have poisoned him actually. So this is disarm. We don't have to worry about his annoying attack, but this one's going to be an attack 6. We do still have the steel ring, so that'll be fine. And then we have a healing potion as well. So, and that is a -2 anyway. So we'll just take that one hit. Come on. Let's move away and attack. I kind of want to continue the onslaught of attacking this jerk because he's going to be more of a pain. So let's use the goggles to make sure we do a bit more damage. That's fine. We'll be able to get the goggles back. I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna have to use her potion, I think. No, actually, no, we're not. I'm okay with that one. So we're going to disarm them. So next round we don't have to worry about them again. And what I could do is have the Tinkerer attack here, but I really need to continue moving. So I'm going to take the move instead. That might have been a mistake, but we'll see. And he needs to drop a card. We need this one because I want to use this dark element. Enhancement field. I feel like that's probably the next card for him to go to. I like it. It's just so hard to use that. He doesn't go very early enough to make it very useful. Everybody has to be going later than him, and I mean in some cases that's a good thing, but typically we're not seeing him go early enough. So let's get her moving, and now that they're both disarmed, we can go later. And what we can do is, yeah, we'll increase our attacks and then move up and continue that curse. She can go right up into here, and that's fine. For you, let's go early actually and just make this attack. And for you, let's heal. Continue your healing. Let's get him away from them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get him way back here to continue that movement. And that just leaves you, which we want to kill both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we could do a skewer, but that's still going to help hurt that. Actually, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Move here and skewer. Because we have air already, we can go through that. That might kill him anyway. And with the attack that she does here, that might kill the hound before, so that it doesn't actually get to retaliate. So we'll use light right onto him. +0, that's fine. And I'm gonna just continue to move a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be kind of bunched up here, but that's fine. I am going to let her rest. So we're going to keep this major potion. We're going to rest so that I can take the eagle eye goggles back, but also we're not going to be able to open the... Well, we might open the door the next round, but having her rest just kind of allows her to... kind of allows her ally to move up a little bit more, and she's just kind of sneaking in here. And because this isn't an attack, it's just a curse, there's no retaliation. And let's make sure that the power ballad is up for this major attack that the brute is going to drop. We want to make sure that 7... What just happened there? 3, 4, 5, 6. Something's wrong with skewer again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't even know why it's... Oh, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Take another screenshot. And let's confirm that attack. No, come on, come on! Okay, good. I was gonna say, please don't draw the null now. Alright. Fantastic. They're all dead. We don't have to worry about them anyway, but Does she have that card? She does have that card. We are going to... Oh man, do I long rest with her or short rest? We really need to short rest. She's probably going to be... Whoops, no. We really need to long rest. She's probably not going to be moving much more. So most of her actions are going to be things like strengthening everyone, blessing. If she can bless, then sure. I'd like to at least get her into this room, but we'll see how far she gets. That was just a pretty devastating attack. He'll also long rest. For you, however, and you could go in with something like Shield Bash to stun somebody. One, two, three, four. I kind of want to use Unstoppable Charge when I open this door so that I can stun everybody, but let's use Unstoppable Charge, I think, and we'll use Hook and Chain just to move in. I'm not too excited about it's a move 4, and that's kind of what I'm using it. I could use this actually. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use Eye for an Eye. We're not burning through too much health actually. I'm not too worried about the health part for him anyway. So we'll move in. We'll use the boots to get into a good position, and then we'll hit someone pretty hard. And we'll go later. Let's go in. Let's walk in with a stun shot. And well, not walk in. Let's use stun shot for the top ability. And we can use... Let's use Reviving Shock. I'm not too excited about that, but let's use Reviving Shock just to move. We could use Ink Bomb, actually. I was hoping to use this top ability. But I don't have any other move 4s. This is just... I love that he did this, but I can never use it because I always want to use the top. So the designer really did a good job of putting a move 4 under stun shot because I never want to use it. I always need it, and I never want to use it for the bottom action. What we could do instead, however, is use something like this. Oh man. I don't know what's behind this door. It could be the Night Demon, and in that case we're going to be making a lot, he'll probably be making a lot of this. Or it will. Let's use Hook Gun. We don't really need to move 4, do we? We just need to move into here. Yeah, that's true. So let's use it that way. And if there's a place that we can use that, the Hook Gun instead, then we'll use it. So let's open up this door and see what's behind it. Well, that's not good. And of course they put... Ugh, jerks! Tinker's Tools. Okay, he does have that. Alright, let's see what they're gonna do. Spinning Drake is going to sit right where he is and attack 2. That's a problem. That means he's going to be attacking both Poison and Muddle. Move 4, curse, target all enemies within range. Another jerk. It's going to move 1 and then attack for 4. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do here. Let's move here. Skip that movement, and then we're going to attack the... Man, I want to attack the living spirit. And I might be able to do it with the power ballad if I pull a +1. So let's try. Hey! That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay. And just turn. The Tinkerer is going to... I mean, we should probably stun. Well, actually, do I have to move in order to stun at all? No, I do not. So I'm going to stun here. Let's add that. Miss, yep, whatever. Still stunned, that's fine. And then we will... Now... It's going to be attacking with disadvantage on the Tinkerer if I just put him right here. Right? My fear with this is that yeah, we still need to move. Let's not put him into danger here. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect. My fear was that he was going to move here instead, but he did actually go where I was hoping. That's nice of him for once. Perform long rest. We're getting close here. I mean, that ice would have been nice for this. Then we could have stunned both of them again. But I did not want to get a curse in all of our decks, so... I guess it would have been fine. But it's dead now, so it doesn't matter. We're going to keep this. I guess we should drop this one, Fire Orbs, even though it would be helpful in that last room. But... We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, she's way over here. This is not who's going to be fine. You're not going to be fine. We need to keep that. That one's a good one to keep. That one's a good one to keep. Ugh. We have... Oh, we still have Marching Beat. Okay. And we have Power Ballad as well. I think what I'm going to do... Can I stop Power Ballad now to put it here? No, I cannot. That would have been nice to discard it so that I get 4 cards back instead of just 3. But we'll figure that out next. I don't want to get rid of Defensive Ditty. It's probably very unfortunate, but this arm has to go. Because we need the movement, and I'm not seeing that it's going to be very helpful. I mean, we could have used it now, right? But I think instead I'm going to use Strengthen Everybody and Defensive Ditty to go early. Is that what I want to do? No. Let's go a bit earlier. We're going to move somebody, and we're going to move up and curse. We need to continue adding some curses. They have 2 in there, so that should be helpful coming up. Let's hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't used this yet. So we'll use this one to move. Yep. It's getting tougher and tougher. That would have actually been a good place because then I could hit him and then push him into there. Although I could still do that, move here and push him there. That's a good idea. Let's do that. We don't need to disarm the trap at that point, but let's go with reviving shock. And then flamethrower. And the volume was going a bit weird, so yeah, let's go with that. He's not moving, that's good, we don't have to worry about that. The Spitting Drake is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage, so we need to figure out something with that. But they are both going late. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 5, 6. I see something very fun coming up here. Yeah, let's use it. He only has 2 more cards left. +1, not bad. It's actually going to die right there. So it didn't need the poison after all. I just figured it would help later on, but now it's dead. Come on. You can do it. So it's not going to attack 2. Let's make this happen. Let's do it. It's a big attack, but let's make sure that this dies. Even closer. Because I want to be moving. And I'm kind of disappointed in the amount of money I've left behind. That's 15 gold back there. Yeah. And we could bring those 2 cards back. Let's not. And oh, he's right there. Undo. Let's go here. And then skip curse. That's to the curse number 3. And we can even move. Oh man, I knew it. I should have moved her, because I don't need to move anybody up here. Okay. So here's what I did. Because the restart turn button is not available yet, but it's going to be put in. And because I didn't reveal anything new, I restarted the round and did the same exact thing over again. There's no changes at all. If the where is it? If the restart turn had been available, I would have just restarted the turn on camera and been fine with it. But I didn't want to bore you with going over the whole thing. But this really is going to be the better move. It's going to move 4. Look at that. I mean, in the board game, if I would have noticed this after I made the move, I would have done the same thing. Just said, hey, look, you know, this would have been the sensible thing to do here in this situation. There's no new information that was revealed, so I don't feel too bad about rolling back a turn. Yeah, and that's what's happened. I don't feel bad about it. I don't care. So let's just move up to here, and then I'm gonna punch him. And how many cards do you have left? This is kind of important. Let's make sure that you don't screw this one up. Oh, that's right, you do have that. Undo. Click here, power ballad. It's important, but if I get a -1, then we're fine. I'm really hoping we don't pull one of these, but what are the chances, huh? Let's try it out. What are the chances? What are the chances, he says, and then pulls the null? At least it was a -1. And as it does, it moves to the spot that I want to be moving through. So fantastic. Thank you very much. I mean, I deserve it. Don't get me wrong. We're going as early as possible, and yeah, we're just going to use that to continue moving. This way, she might actually be more of a help. We'll see. We can continue to do that, and that's probably what's going to happen. The one problem is that she's standing. Actually, no, she's fine. Because she can go here and still be 1 away from this spot, and that's fine. She won't be able to attack because it's through a wall, but again, that's fine. Let's go with... Actually, let's go with that. That way, 1, 2, 3, he can make this attack if that doesn't work, and if not, we can just continue moving. Well, since it's going to be dead in 7 or 9, then we should be fine. Let's go in with Net Shooter and Tinkerer's Tools. Oh, but we're not. Yeah, we are. We are. This is gonna hurt, but it's fine. I want to open this last door, so we're just gonna take short rest. Ooh. No. Yep, that's fine. And what we're going to do is hook and chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, but he doesn't have the boots anymore. So we're not going to use that. Man. Let's go with leaping cleave to move 4. And I guess, do we even want to move into the room at the moment? That's probably a good question. I want to say the answer is yes, so that we can use something like this. I guess we can walk in with this instead. You know what? Let's do this. Ah, that's right, but it won't matter anyway. We can... I guess... Let's do it this way. So if we have to kill him still, then we can, and he'll be disarmed if we miss 3 times. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Let's go. Well, there's miss number 1. Yep. We're just gonna move up 1 more. I think now is a good time to use this. Let's take Flashing Burst and Doom. There has to be a Night Demon in here. So far, we've only seen 1 of each. There was, you know, the Bear and the Sun, the Rending, the Normal and the Elite, Bone Ranger, and the Forest Imp. And here, I kind of forgot what was in here already. There was another Bone Ranger in here. I think just the normal one with the Hound. Maybe both were elite. I don't remember now. And then we've made it to here where there's this Spitting Drake, and I forgot what the other thing was. Ah, the corpse, living corpse. There was a spirit in here too, right? I think so. Yeah, that was the first thing we killed. So there has to be a Night Demon in here. I don't remember if there was a Living Bones. I don't think so, but we'll see what's in the end. But this one should be useful anyway. And now let's perform that attack. Did anyone? Is this per turn or per turn? Not per round, so they'd be able to use it again. Let's have you. Let's have you attack here. I don't have to worry about that. And then let's shield everybody now. So when we go into that last room, the Brute, for instance, is going to have that shield. I think that's going to be useful. Now, let's jump right to here, and if somebody's standing there, we can disarm them. That's not true. And interestingly, there's only one, and it is going to bring in night. So there we go, or dark. There's an elite rending drake, an elite hound, and elite bone ranger, and some gold. We're definitely gonna have to pick up this stack of gold here. Disarm, can't do that. So skip, and don't worry about that. We are going to be taking a couple hits here. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much about it. um, yes. Okay, good. I was going to say we should not be able to see him. Um, yeah. Because this would be a range 2. Yeah. This to from here to here is range 2. It's not adjacent. Anyway, let's move first to here. I'm trying to keep somebody 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a thing. But 3, yeah. So we wouldn't be able to use that on both. Skip action. Let's move. Skip movement. Let's attack. And we want to attack here. This is going to be disadvantaged, but it doesn't matter. We're just looking for that weighted net to keep them back there. Okay, okay. The hound is... Wow. Yeah, we're going to burn a card. So look at that. This is what I find funny. It did not move, it did not attack, so it did not bring in darkness. I don't think that's how that works, because it's not tied to anything above that. It's move 4, then attack 4, then do the darkness. And I don't think that's working as it should be. Well, we can get rid of Fatal Advance because there's only one normal in here. We go with that. Let's do that. We'll push this guy, something like this, and then we can 1, 2, 3 and attack here. Unfortunately, we really need you to be... let me think about that. So so I think what's going to happen here is, let's use this. If we bring in light, it could possibly hurt him. So let's continue bringing that light in. Light, yeah, light or sun. And then we can move up using this. Actually, we could move up using that, right? And then we could use this in the next round, because we're probably going to need to heal him. So let's use this actually for the heal. The top action is not going to be too helpful now. And it looks like not this round, 1, 2, 3, but the next round, in 2 rounds, she'll actually be helpful. The Mystic Ally will be helpful. We are going to need to... No, we don't want to discard that. We need that right now. I kind of want to just short rest, I think. No, we need that one. Yeah, we need that one too, but we can actually... We want to strengthen. Let's use this. 3285. I could do something like that actually. Whoops. Instead of this, use unstoppable charge, so we can push him to here and then go either here or here. That looks like a better option. Oh man, that's what we're gonna have to go for. And then at the end of the round, we'll have to get rid of that and maybe bring it back in. Because it is a 9, we can bring it right back in. My fear is, I mean, 26 to 32, we're very bunched right here. So it could either go very poorly or very in our favor. Let's see how bad it goes. Yeah, we're right in the middle of them. All right, so in this case, however, we will be going ahead of these two. The Rending Drake is going to shield. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. This is going to be a very huge hit, though. A very huge hit. So we will be... Okay, yeah. What the hell? That's the second times 2 that thing has pulled. I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that either. I mean, I can't take the damage. I have to get rid of something here, and I don't want to get rid of these 2 cards. I mean, this one's probably going to be the one. Yeah. The other ones are too useful for me at the moment. Let's... I think I chose these, yeah, because it's the only 2. I was going to say these are pretty bad. But I think what I can do is use... whoops, I could use this and then just kind of move into here. That might be what I do, because he's already... This Night Demon is already going to be bringing in night, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. Let's rotate that so we can get them both. Yeah, we're going to use that. And let's try and do some major damage here. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's muddled and strengthened, so it won't do anything for next round, but let's move into here. So she's coming slowly, but she'll be here soon. The Mystic Ally. I need to kill this guy. This is just annoying. There. Dead. Soothsinger. Let's bring in now, do we want to just have her kind of like picking up gold back here? Because I don't see what else she's going to be doing for us at this point. I don't need to really be adjacent for these cards to matter anymore, so. You know what, I might do it this way. I could just move here, but first move this so that, but next round she will actually be. Yeah. So. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. You're useless at this point. Not useless, but you don't have to be anywhere up there in order to be useful. So let's just strengthen everybody, and while you're back here, pick up some money. Brute is damaged. I could just do this. This might be a good option as well. But I really want to... I think what I want to do is... Let's move here. And... Oh, look at that. I didn't even see the treasure chest back there. Let's move here. I'm gonna skip the movement, and we're going to confirm. We want this one to be stunned as much as possible. Let's heal up. That removes the wound. And now attack this Bone Ranger and push it through that trap. There. So it only needs one more damage in order to die. Bone Ranger and then the Night Demon. Both stunned. Man, we're coming up to 2 hours here. I know that I talked quite a bit at the beginning, but I did try to go a little bit faster than normal. So, I think I want to try and continue this into the future. Let's get rid of Defensive Ditty so that we have 2 cards coming in instead of just that one. And you're just going to short rest. Defensive Ditty is gone. That's too bad, but let's use Power Ballad so that we can have a stronger attacks. And in your case, you're also going to short rest. You have... Yeah, that's too bad. I don't want to lose Reviving Ether. I don't think I need it at the moment, but... oops. Yeah, we want that. Actually, do I have to be anywhere? Affect any one ally? No. Yep. And finally, yeah, short rest. We can't really afford to Can't really afford to take a short rest when we, or take a long rest when we have all these strengthens on us. You, unfortunately, Brute, don't have it anymore. But we'll be hopefully destroying this guy right here with Toxic Bolt, bottom action, and then the top action to stun him. 18 isn't very fast, but we're just gonna have to go with it. The Rending Drake isn't actually moving at all, so that's nice. We could stun the... Oh, he's going to curse himself. That's nice to know. But we'll probably stun him anyway, because I want to use that myself. Bone Ranger's going to heal a couple people and then attack a bunch of people, so... Don't want that to happen. Yeah, in this case, let's move up to the Bone Ranger, and we're just going to punch him. I'm really hoping that I don't draw anything less than a +0, and I didn't. So the Bone Ranger is dead. We don't have to worry about that. He's going to prove to be kind of annoying. We have advantage. Let's take advantage of it. And since he's not moving anyway, then... Oh, wow. Well, that was very helpful. Ah, the poison. I didn't know how that was possible, but that's stunned. We don't have to worry about that either. So let's make sure that our attacks are going to be stronger, and then we'll move and pick up some of this more money. Skip the movement. And that's also dead, so we only have to worry about this. Let's not deal with it though. Meaning I don't want to kill it yet. There's this treasure chest here, so yeah, I mean, we're just gonna use it. I know it's not needed, but well, really, is that needed? Because I want to get that money, but undo. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Let's just do it anyway. Over here. Heal him up to full, and it wasn't as necessary as I was thinking, but we're gonna skip the attack. Spellweaver's turn is done. That was stunned. And the Soothsinger is exhausted. I was just wondering what just happened, but Soothsinger just exhausted. That's too bad. Her songs were very helpful, but yeah. But nothing. That's it. Songs were useful. Let me go with something like this. He's just going to move over here and take that chest. We're going to have to go with as earliest things as we can get. We could do something like that. Hook gun to pick up this money. And then the dangerous contraption, maybe? Oops. I think that's everybody. I mean, I'm kind of just like running out the clock here, but I wanted to pick up this money. Yeah, this treasure chest. I assumed it was just going to be money. I don't think there has been many other things in there. 6 damage. What a jerk. So you actually... Oh, no. she actually wasn't too bad, but 1, 2, 3. So if I bring her over here, then we'll get some extra money. So let's do that. And then skip the movement. And let's make this attack. Alright. We're gonna lose a lot of money here, but oh well. I think the episode's been long enough. So let's just end it here. 2 hours. The last adversary dies. The maze has been defeated. I wonder what we're going to get out of this. Well, we've strength mastery, which is good. Widowmaker, which is an artifact. I think I know which one it is, but the brute definitely took care of business. Has the most kills, dealt the most damage, and also took the most damage. Spellweaver helped quite a bit with healing, and Soothsinger took the most XP. So hanging in the back and just gaining XP. We did go through that pretty quickly, relatively quickly. I know that it took 2 hours. I guess probably more along the lines of an hour, 40 minutes or something like that, but we did go through that fairly quickly. Dealt a lot of damage and had a lot of movement. We didn't get a lot of money because of that, but we did pick up that chest in the end, and then plus the 20 here, so we went from 0 to 73. That's not that bad. And we do have a little bit more experience to go for the Soothsinger, but she's getting very close. I think as soon as she hits level 2, maybe we'll bring in somebody else, or I might just change my mind and bring somebody else in next round, next episode. So with that, I'll just quickly go through what's available. We have a brute story quest, the Vermling Village. We have a Spellweaver story quest, an imbalance of the elements. For travel, we have You Shall Not Pass, Sickly Sweet. And I'd like to wait on these ones a little bit longer, unless somebody tells me to go this way. But yeah, I'd like to wait a little longer to try and get these other places unlocked first. Weird Science, Lesser of Two Evils, Prison Break. Then we have a relic that's available, Drill Power. And for jobs, Bandits on the Prowl, Pit of Vipers, and Restless Spirits. Alright, well with that, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.